They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st down, Ravens.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Ravens nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out. It's caught at the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. It got his man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
The 35-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Colts 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Prescott. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Ravens.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay
Touchdown.
there to make the grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go. Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he'll find Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 1st down, Prescott. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 67 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Colts 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Colts 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Colts 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
1st and goal.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Colts 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 26 to their advantage.